Oh.
The only thing I don't like is you never know when it's actually live. You can start this. That's why I need to come up with some kind of bumper for
Yeah.
the FwooshCast. Have it
Yeah.
come in with some music or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. But yeah, I was doing this and it was like the one thing that I wanted to be delivered on time. There's a giant hole in the
For your head.
well that cartoon.
Oh, look at the timing. Now I can't mention his head. He freezes. Goji King, man, how long you been in here? 30 minutes? Oh, there you are. You're back.
But yeah, it's the new lights when all the rest of the lights are off down here and just the red is on, it's creepy.
Oh, yeah. And you can't do anything until you get to that. Well, you can flip the lights on, I guess, but you can't change those until you get to the end of the room, huh?
Yeah, the overhead ones I got to go over there, but these I can,
Yeah.
I got this going right here. So yeah.
So, do you leave those on all the time?
No, just when I come down here, I turn them on.
I've got a couple of those cases from the shop in Indianapolis, the toy pit, and I leave those LEDs on all the time, so it's kind of lit in here.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna get some more for some of the other shelves that are a little bit darker. So it was easy.
Hankin, I'll just get this live stream. Oh wow, I forget I can do this. Playing before Smoko ends at work. Smoko. FwooshCasts are a lot easier with audio only than golf is. Yeah. Because golf, you want to watch me screw up, right? just hit it in the weeds.
Watching him out on the links today.
Shakes the clone. Greetings from South Carolina.
I like
that. Hello from Hawaii. Dang, we're all over the place today. Hankin is Australia, I think.
Dang, we need to set up the studio in Hawaii. Let's just do that.
Yeah. That's a long way to travel just for the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to live in Hawaii?
Yeah, what the hell?
Ain't no mountain high enough. Actually, I can't back that up. There are, in fact, numerous mountains that are high enough. Howdy Tuck and 100% Earl and Stridon Pelaragorn.
Yeah, so while I struck out on Clone Wars and Major Blood, I did find another of these AI Iron Man. Yeah. I'm getting ready to pop the mask off and pop the blue piece off, and I'm going to go black and yellow on here and just because this is perfect. I didn't think the blue was going to bother me at first, but it bothers me just enough.
Really? Well, okay. I can kind of see that because when I see the people that have repainted those,
it looks so much.
Oh no, that's it. That is perfect. But I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing mine.
Well, the good part is that the chest piece, it's not glued in there. You just got to pry that out of there.
Oh, really? What about the two upper nipples though?
No, that's just the shoulder nipples, the delta.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you'll have to paint that just by hand. But I'm nervous about pulling the mask off because you've obviously got to heat it up to get to the blue lines underneath because that's just painted underneath on the red part. But the yellow is ABS, so I don't want to get it too hot or it's going to warp and it's going to be blue. So I got to be careful with that.
I don't know if it came down to it, I'd be good with painting the stuff. My wife wants to work or move to Hawaii too. She's good with that.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, painting the top and here, I don't think I'd mind the eyes staying blue and mouth.
It's not too bad, but Doombot 9000. Yeah, I think it's I think it's a good look. So yeah, great minds are thinking on that one. But I think if I can get the mask off, it's just such an easy bloop bloop bloop, and it fixes it. So.
And just pop it right back on.
Yeah, and Mr. Ryan Clark, thanks for the kind words. I'm probably going to get a little light crazy now in this room, so it's cool because I've got some dark spots, but it was really easy to do. So
Yeah, it just adheres up, doesn't it?
Yeah. And maybe next time we do one of these, I'll do the intro with all the lights off except just the red, because it's scary.
It's scary. The red toy room.
It's like Dimension X opened wide open and did that, but it also opened wide open because I did all this because that cartoon diorama was supposed to be here yesterday, and then it was supposed to be here today, and now it's saying it's not going to be here till Tuesday, and it's like I opened it all up and put the lights up to have the NECA cartoon or the NECA turtle shelf enter its kind of final form in terms of the street dioramas, but now it's just it's a blank space for the next couple of days, I guess.
Is that enough space? It looks slightly narrow, but
yeah, it is. It's exactly correct.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
but it's number 7, and I'm embarrassed to say that.
Yeah. What'd you do with your quarter scales? Did they go up? Is that their feet up there? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the cartoon quarter scale is on this other side now. They'll go up there.
Okay, yeah, because there's only one out right now, right?
Yeah, Raph's the only one out right now.
The worst turtle. Yeah,
like July, I think.
Goddamn who? Yeah, I hate. I need to look at the schedule. It seems like we overlap with the Dan Who live stream.
Oh yeah.
So, but that won't matter once the Wendigos come into play.
Tom was.
Oh yeah.
Was this, and this is actually yours because it's still in the box. All of mine is open right now. It's actually really fun, but I've got to. Hopefully, those Walmart 2-packs will come back. Because the heads are too good to just not have them on. So I need another set.
I'm an idiot because I saw those sets. There was a whole shelf full of those sets, and I thought if they're here tomorrow, I may grab. There's something, or I can't remember if I had texted you.
Yeah, you did.
I think I get back till later,
first, and it was like, ah.
Yeah, and I thought, well, I'll just run by there tomorrow. All gone.
Well, hopefully they're supposed to hit all year long, so hopefully at least one of us will hit the jackpot again on them.
All the way from the UK. See, that's what I said. Good space for your head. It fits right in.
Yeah, I already have a complex about my giant head, so now it's like that's like 25-inch space over there. That the whole thing's needed for the perspective.
Anthony Caulfield.
Hola.
Oh, is it every other Sunday? No, it seems like we ran across him last week too.
Really?
Or no, maybe you're right. But if you start an hour later,
I mean, that would probably work.
No hard being. Oh, are you the one that had to correct me in the comments section of the last weekly? No, that's okay. Like I always say, I don't know much about Dragon Ball. And when I should know better than to spout something out that's specific like that. That this is the earliest rendition of her, and no, it's not.
Not even close.
That's my own fault, and I have no problem.
25 iterations before that one.
Yeah, I have no problem being corrected. Really, yeah, I was just joking. Who else found the Disney Plus wave? I've got it on the way. Part of it.
Let's see. Loki. I think Dorkside shipped Loki to me.
Yeah, I think he hit me with the rest, except for Captain America and U.S. Agent, which is probably my 2 most wanted besides Zemo. Well, I don't know. I'm ready for Scarlet Witch and Vision too.
They're so cool, but Loki's the only one. I put in the pre-order for the John Walker Captain America from Walmart just because it's funny to me. But Loki was the only one that I went for this time because I love Loki. I'm really looking forward to that show, and I stepped out of the MCU stuff for the most part.
And it's crazy you say that because out of that whole set, if you're an MCU character, that's probably the weakest of the offerings.
I'm sure, but I had to get it. But I also for because I love Loki, but also because if they throw an Owen Wilson at us, then there's no way I'm not getting that. And then you'll have them together, and it'll be wow.
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 Robo doesn't know much, but he knows he loves Star Wars. That doesn't work. That's way too many syllables. I can't fit it in there. I'm not that good.
Speaking of Star Wars, I got this dude that I don't know, but the figure's cool.
Yeah.
What? Somebody found Major Blood. Dang, I did not find Major Blood. I struck out in 2 places today. Two targets today.
I'm hearing a lot of finds on that. And I think right before we got on, Yakface posted that, yeah, somebody found I found the Clone Wars wave in New York.
Yeah. The stress, man. I'm feeling
it. I've got a buddy or somebody hit me up from the UK. Apparently that Clone Wars wave is just pre-orderable through comic shops. So it may be, we may have to hit up some of our UK friends. Oh, speaking of, hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Well, let's see. Do you know why with the vintage Ghostbuster Firehouse, some of the purple bricks around the window?
Or like mine, plain plastic. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't do Ghostbusters back in the day.
So let's see. The purple bricks, yeah. Oh, so you don't have, so Starboard UK, yours doesn't have purple bricks, huh? I don't know. I wonder if that was just a variation that happened during production.
Regional?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I love the real Ghostbusters vintage line, but I'll be honest with you, I've never really gone back and like done a lot of studying of like the history of it, like I have with other vintage lines. So that's an interesting question. I bet somebody out there knows the answer to that.
Somebody call Pixel Dan. Robo, would you watch Power Rangers if I told you the Dagobah system is in it?
Dagobah system?
Dagobah. Lando's not a system.
He's a man.
Wait a second. Your own CCC. I needed to take a second to briefly complain that last week I bought my first G.I. Joe and now I have 6 because of the goddamn fun videos. Now, you can't blame people blame me for that kind of stuff, but
welcome to
kind of the selling point, right? I'm just kind of here they are.
Welcome to the horrible, wonderful adventure of G.I. Joe classified collecting.
because I was more into G.I. Joe than you were. Yes. And I wasn't really into G.I. Joe back in the day.
Yeah. So G.I. Joe was something that I wasn't actually allowed to play with as a kid, but I really wanted to. I had one figure, and it was a pity figure from my cousin. It's Chuckles, and I still have that figure. But now that I have my own house and my own collection space, I'm going to collect G.I. Joe if I want to, and nobody's going to tell me I can't.
I'm going to tell on you. And once the bios came out on the Hasbro site, I found well, I was always kind of, I wanted Chuckles because you wanted Chuckles, right?
Yeah.
Seeing your smiling face. And but then to find out Chuckles is from Little Rock, he's an Arkansas boy. I've got to get a Chuckles.
Dang, that's right. So the whole Chuckles thing, it's like I knew my mom didn't want me to have them because my mom's like she didn't want war toys or whatever else. I could have I could have everything. There was no real logic behind it. But so my cousin gave me Chuckles, and I also got in that deal Shipwreck's Parrot. So I had Chuckles and Shipwreck's Parrot as my only G.I. Joe figures, and I would only get him out to play with in my room when I closed the door and like. I knew nobody was going to be coming in, and I hid him in a different place every time because I was so paranoid my mom was going to find this and go crazy, even though she wouldn't have even known what it was if she found it. But the last time I hid it, I forgot where I hid it, and I did not find him again until I moved out for college. And then he went into, my mom had this printer's drawer with all these little things in it in the hallway. I finally told my mom the story, and she put him in there, and he was in there for years until I moved back to the area, and now he's back down here in this space. So I need Chuckles. I've got too much of a story on him not to get him.
And apparently a shipwreck. Because how did you keep the parrot as long?
It's right over there.
Yeah. Did you put the parrot on Chuckles' shoulder?
Yeah, he's kind of sitting on his forearm. Yeah.
So when you get if we ever get a classified series, Chuckles and Shipwreck, are you going to put the parrot with Chuckles?
It's going to be hard not to.
Yeah.
I'll probably need 2 Chuckles to keep one on my desk, too. So I'll probably have to get 2 Shipwrecks as well, just for the damn parrot.
That's interesting. That's some nostalgia stuff happening. That
I don't have any other nostalgia towards, but I like it now, so let's do it.
So they're like your porn almost.
Come on, I was like 5.
That's right. Yeah, that would be later. In Demand Toys UK pre-order for the Clone Wars.
See, that's kind of the case in Canada too. My friend Mario in Canada, he's keeping an eye out on the Toys R Us site because he can pre-order Hawk and Echo right now, but Anakin and Obi-Wan haven't shown up to pre-order on there yet. So he's watching it, and if I figure, if they come through, I'm just gonna have him do it because I'd rather just not worry about it.
Right. Because. Yeah, I don't know. Damn Target. In Demand doesn't ship to the States. I'm doubting it does.
Yeah.
Might hit up. Well, I don't know. They haven't said anything. Big Bang Comics. I think Ireland. It's Hawk and Anakin up on Toys R Us.
Okay. So those are the 2 that he's like got, ready to go. But I'm like, well, I'd kind of want. I'd go through the pain. I don't know. These are going to drive me crazy.
Because you're going to need Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan's priority for me. Oh, Echo and Obi sold out really fast. That's crazy.
Well, Echo. I guess if you break it down, those are the 2 better looking of the wave. Anakin does look kind of weird, even though they went for that in between.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith look. Yep, I'm from Ireland. Big Bang, I think, ships US. Yeah, I may have to hit him up. Just in case.
Yeah.
I just want that Darth Maul, the shirtless one. Have you gotten the 50th?
The Maul and the Jackson, I think all of that stuff now has shipped to me as well. I think that's coming with Loki in that. And the Villains Wave. The Villains Wave.
Yeah. I've got that in a box too, somewhere in the mail.
Yeah. It's saying tomorrow, I think, for me, but we'll see. It's FedEx again, and so FedEx hasn't been.
You just never know. With me, FedEx, if it is raining, if there's a puddle in the driveway, they're not going to come up it. They'll say undeliverable. Try again tomorrow.
But I also when I was sad, I bought consolation toys at Target today when I didn't find him. So I got the Hot Wheels Grogu. He was finally right there. He's little, but it's
fast. It's small, but it looks like he's having a ball.
Yeah.
What's happening, Sandro?
What's up?
I pulled the trigger on scalper prices for the Turtles in Disguise pack, worth every penny. Yeah, was it Bean I just had highlighted and just clicked away without reading his comment?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was 100% Earl. Doesn't like money. Yeah, I've never seen it at mine either.
Yeah, I still don't have the Disguise 4-pack, and it absolutely drives me insane. But I'm not paying what it's going for right now. No. I just won't. I mean, I'll burn down this collection.
if I say I'll burn this motherfucker down, yeah. If I run across it, I'm gonna get it, and I was excited. I'm hyped, and if I got it, I'd be excited. But my brain has shifted so far over to the Ultimates line, where I can just where you can just pre-order for me. and we just wait. I'm okay with that. Plus, as much as the cartoon Turtles were a part of, well, not even my childhood, my teenage years, the toys are kind of more nostalgic for me.
Yeah. Well, and lots of good little tidbits going to be coming out this week on some of that stuff too.
Yeah. I've downloaded your video. I haven't had a chance to go through it yet, but I'm going to. That should go up Monday on Patreon because I don't have my villains box, so I'll do that review Wednesday.
Okay.
And that'll go on Patreon tomorrow, and then Tuesday on YouTube.
Lots of good little tidbits that I think people are going to be happy to hear, especially around like shipping and whatnot. So it's good. Nice. It's
good. Speaking of the 50th anniversary Star Wars, the Luke hasn't made it out as much, and I saw it in stock on Disney shop.com or shopdisney.com, whatever. So I went there to get the free shipping. I added MODOK, who I've been just kind of, leaving up to fate, and they haven't shipped my order yet. It's been a week and a half or something like that.
Yeah. I did get the MODOK. My wife actually found him at Target, like right when he came out. She was there for no other reason. She's like, "Do you need anything?" And she found him, and I love him. That was the figure from the Toy Biz line that I was like, I don't ever need this to be replaced. But now that I have the new one, I actually like it better. They're both great, but I actually like them better.
It's one of those things that's one of the few Toy Biz figures I still right now have on the shelf, but with that new one coming in. Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to have to do a face-off for another Bring on the Bad Guys wave. Yeah, we can do that live.
That would be fun. Or any themed wave would be fun, kind of in a live context, I think. But yeah, I'll tell you something that hasn't changed is that Dr. Bong is going to still be on my list. So.
I can't remember the biggie I had on my list that I really fought for.
It was one of the UFOs, wasn't it?
The UFOs, yeah. Which would work better as a box set, really. But
I don't remember which UFO it was.
It was either X-ray. Was it X-ray or it was one of the normal guys, not Ironclad. It's the one with the orange. What is his name? Holy shit!
They would have a wacky paint job.
Yeah. The craziest paint job, not the pink. That was X-ray, I think. The other one was the chat's Vector. Yup.
Vector. Yeah.
Give me your Vector, Victor.
Vector.
That would be the not the best, but that would be the most visually interesting paint job, but on a standard body. And I see
Left Coast Graphics has joined us as well. I just gotta say, man, I'm a huge fan of the stuff that you do. It's when you did the backdrops for the vintage figures, that was awesome. I was like, man, if you were to ever do that for Black Series, I'd probably reconfigure my whole display.
You're not pulling down that display. That's a lot of time and energy.
Yeah, and it's filled in, but it's still the way it was. So
yeah, especially all those clones. Damn it, all these guys putting out videos right now. That's okay. More the merrier.
Sunday afternoon. It's lazy Sunday.
Loki would be cool for a second Bad Guys wave, but they already made him. The thing about that, when it comes to, I don't know. I guess MCU would be completely separate. But I don't think I'd mind them putting a straight up ultimate MCU Loki in a Bring on the Bad Guys wave, just to get that out, and be along with the rest of the wave.
Yeah.
Dan says, watch the FwooshCast and then go watch our video. I just watched Dan watching old commercials on Twitch, and it reminded me of Toy Fair, because was it last Toy Fair?
It was the last Toy Fair where we had to stay one more night because of the snow or whatever it was.
Oh, no. That was the time before. Right? Where we stayed an extra day.
Yeah.
And we just ended up watching old toy commercials.
Yeah, it was the time before. Yeah. There were hours just on in the background.
To the point where it started running like looped back around to stuff we had already watched. and cartoon intros, theme songs, and
fighting for freedom over land and air.
That was the theme for the whole weekend.
Yeah. Annihilus and Mephisto would be sick. Yes, I agree with that.
Oh, yeah, they need to do a new Annihilus, right?
Yeah. That's back to Hasbro wave number 1.
That was a Build-A-Figure, though, right? Oh, he's staring. Oh, there you are. What did you think of the Mo2 interview? You're into Origins now. New stuff coming?
Yeah, it was cool to see, Web Store and Stinkor is getting his stink, which is good. I gotta tell you, I don't miss not getting the PowerCon set last year with the Lords of Power figures because I wasn't really into the line then. I of course wanted Merman, but I was not going to pay the price for it. So I don't regret having not gotten that, but I'm really glad that the Lords of Power figures are coming into the main line because they look really, really cool. So I think Beastman was probably the highlight for me, and that's even against Fisto and Web Store and Stinkor, who I'm really fond of all those characters, but that Beastman looks really cool.
Yeah, it's different enough. I saw that and I was like, oh, because I look at that line and I think, and this is not a knock on it whatsoever, but I look at it and think, oh, well, I already had those at some point in my life, even though they are updated. And that's not a bad thing, but I don't know. But that Beastman really jumped out at me.
I believe that as well, but because that was my original thought too, but here I am.
Yeah. Because I do like the updated articulation and stuff and different options for looks.
Yeah. And I like the stuff now. It's fun. The stuff that classics didn't get to. It makes me go, oh, but at the same time, it's cool.
What did I just see? Oh, yeah. Hoping to get back into making the backdrops and displays in all sizes. Yeah.
The retro figures would be great like that. I just your presentation, everything is perfect, and it's so slick. So yeah, I'll be excited if you get back into that. But I see no, nobody ever said that.
Ahab would be a good choice. Mojo Build-A-Figure, Destroyer Armor.
Yeah.
I'll take a Texas Twister, but he's not a villain, right? Isn't he a good guy? Wasn't he on the Avengers after the Civil War thing? Where each state had their own heroes?
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
Because I'd take a Razorback, right? How about an obscure heroes wave? Texas Twister, Razorback.
Yeah.
I'd have to do some more research.
I want an Armadillo and bring on the bad guys wave too.
Armadillo. I think that's my biggest Build-A-Figure want.
Upstairs Studio asks, which roadblock do you guys prefer, Cobra Island or regular? I gotta say that Cobra Island one is a real sleeper. I think he's got the best head sculpt of the entire line thus far.
I use him as heavy duty. I gave him a big honking gun. Well, more big and more honking than the one that came with it. But
it's phenomenal, though.
Do you prefer the repaint roadblock as opposed to the first roadblock?
Million times over, yes. Yeah.
The Netflix He-Man figures are easily the best He-Man figures since 2000X.
That's a gold job right there. Man, I thought he was my friend.
There's things I like about it, and there's things I don't. It's just, if the heads were bigger, I think I'd be big. I think somebody in the comment section for the weekly said something like barbarian body, Ken doll head. And I think that sums up my biggest problem. It's like the aesthetics don't match from head to toe.
Well, and even I don't think that the figures, and this is the first wave, so they were probably out, a little further. I don't think that they're on model as much as they could be either, because from that the quick thing that Kevin Smith revealed, they don't have it doesn't look to me like they've got the tiny head thing going on in the art for the show. So
in fact, I can cue that up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On demand.
Maybe. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, I gotta. No. Where's my drive?
Where's my?
No. I guess I can't. I thought it was here.
The IT guy's getting sacked after this.
Yeah, I need to fire that guy. The writers are gone. The IT guy. If you want something fast, go to Lowe's or hardware store. Get some Odie, 2-part epoxy. It's in the tube. You slice a little off, squeeze it together. You got 10-15 minutes work time. But if you want longer time, get a epoxy with an A. Aves epoxy. Yeah, and that's what most of the
Aves epoxy sculpt. I've read that some people prefer the Aves Fix-It sculpt, and I think it's just a matter of preference too.
And then there's a sculpt in clay too that people kind of no, I like this or like this. But let me here. You talk for a second. Let me find that drive.
Well, great. Now I'm lost. What are we going to talk about? Well, let's see what. Oh, look at him. He doesn't trust it. Let's see. Yeah, Prod couldn't resist. I know that's an easy mark, and that's the thing. 2000X. I enjoyed the show. The design aesthetic just it wasn't really for me, and I can see some of that stuff coming out a little bit, but I think the Revelation designs overall, I think I like those better than 2000X.
Let's see. What do we got?
I don't know. Skelligod is the only figure. Wait, is that that's from the kids show, that one though, right?
But it's in the Revelation packaging.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And he comes with the same power sword as the He-Man.
Oh, right. And because they also showed a Skeletor for the new, because there are 2 He-Man shows starting.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I like Moss Man.
Okay, yeah. If it comes down to it, and I like the design for Evil Lynn too. And people say winter costume, but she has no sleeves. She's wearing a fuzzy vest.
Yeah.
There we go. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I like the Battle Cat.
Battle Cat's okay. His head, it's like it makes his, like, the actual, like, if you imagine his head underneath that helmet, it looks like it's crunched a little bit, but you know, it's fine. It's yeah.
Well, it's almost like they're trying to fake it getting bigger with the armor on, because with it off, it's kind of standard cat looking.
He's almost got a little cringery face to him.
Yeah, and that's why I like that they painted the eyes on the armor.
Yeah.
Now in package, you can see it has that kind of 2000X style to it. But I don't know. I think it's cutting a good balance between 2000X and super classic.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, if the show's still, because that was my thing with 2000X, is like I enjoyed the show a lot. I just didn't like the character design. So I mean, even if I'm not into character designs here, if the show's good, I can't wait for it, and the cast is amazing. So fingers crossed.
Oppenheimer is he not a Stinkor? He's Merman, right?
He's Merman. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's the best character.
And
he was originally Merman too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is he was Skeletor, you know?
Yep. But he was Merman too.
And
yeah, the show does drop in July, if that's what we're talking about.
It's going to start with, oh, well, is it 6 episodes or 2 or?
I think it's 6 total for now, maybe. Oh, Kevin Conroy is Merman. I think that's right, which that's rad too. Oppenheimer's somebody though. I can't think of who he is.
Yeah. I saw him on the list and he wasn't listed as Skeletor because that's Mark Hamill, right?
Yeah. Mark Hamill's definitely Skeletor.
But yeah, I don't know. I like that. Maybe because the head does seem to fit the body better than the male figures.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I think Evelyn loses something when she's not the yellow, but that's just a holdover from a long
She's still
time.
more yellow than
Yeah.
the gray they go with usually for those that non-yellow Evelyn.
Yeah. And yeah, Jason Mewes' Stinkor. That's awesome.
Oh, okay. Oppenheimer is Mossman.
And I'll tell you what this cartoon is going to get, kudos from me instantly out of the gate is that Scareglow is supposed to be in it. He has never been in a cartoon, and so I can't wait for that.
What is accessories? There they are all there, and see, her head's almost bigger than Skeletor's.
Yeah.
But Mossman has that kind of I like it. It's very Moss-Man-y, but it also feels like the toy line for the Swamp Thing cartoon.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know if it's the feet or the colors or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, there's some cool stuff going on. Double joint, like double knees and double elbows. He-Man has fists, right? And we've only ever had one He-Man figure, I think, with an actual fist. That was the Thunder Punch He-Man.
Because if it's called Thunder Punch, you better give it some damn fists. Does he come with fists? I don't remember that. Oh, he does come with a fist and an open hand. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Now let's see what Seth Rogen does with TMNT. Is he doing a TMNT thing? Oh, that Mossman is a good replacement for non-flocked Mosquatch. Because nothing should be flocked.
I don't know. I saw your car. The flocked car is just waiting for you.
No. Eli Nerd says, "What's up, Veebs?"
Hola.
Yeah, Veebs freezes every now and then. Just every now and then.
Yeah, it's thunderstorming here today too, so that's not helping, I'm sure.
But yeah, I didn't even realize he had a fist.
Yeah.
And I don't. The head just needs to be bigger. I'd like to see a third-party cast with a bigger head on it and more meaner.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens.
To wonder what Classics heads would look like on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, these are 7-inch, so they should be kind of close to
there.
Classics, right?
Yeah, should be right there.
Guarantee the skin tone doesn't match.
Oh, I'm sure not.
What do you think of the Power Sword?
It's a. I mean, it has a tribute to the. I mean, it's not the 2000X sword, which that was my primary driver for not liking that aesthetic in the first place. Is that I hate that sword. So this is more in the vein of what the Power Sword looks like. It's just I don't know. It's like it just it tapers abruptly. I think.
If you throw this on the ground at Comic-Con, people are going to go, "Oh, that's He-Man's Power Sword."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd love a company to make their own legendary comic book hero series and action figure of indie comic book characters from Dark Horse, Image Comics, and whatever, like the Toy Biz days.
Yeah.
Is Image Comics kind of off limits because of McFarlane, or would that be a separate?
I don't know. It's a lot of licenses to kind of juggle.
Yeah.
At once. But yeah, I mean, Toy Biz was going to make it work, and then they got folded out. So it would be cool. Fight the flock. Flock is life.
Merman's going to be hard to pass up just from fun toy perspective. I don't like, well, I don't know. They did make this yellow. There's paint in places, but it's such a stark change from light green to dark green.
It's like they're trying to make it look like a halter top or a crop top or whatever.
Well, it does it on the legs too. I mean, a dark,
Yeah.
lighter, lightest brown.
Yeah.
So it's like different factories made different parts. Diamond Select made Invincible figures.
You know, I like Invincible. It's funny, I've never really had a real driving desire to like need to own Invincible figures.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
I haven't finished the new series yet. I'm on
No,
episode 3 still. Imagine if Hasbro, I'd be out. I'd be done. There's no reason. Like flocked Ewoks or something.
Flocked Chewie or Obi-Wan with a flocked beard. Just the beard is flocked.
No, it's so wrong.
I think it would be amazing.
Yeah, the abrupt color changes. It's early for big words. Abrupt is a big Arkansas word. I hate that it doesn't have the side eye though.
Yeah,
alternate head or something.
I'll tell you the graphics on the backs of these packages, because I think they showed some of them off. The graphics on the back look cool. The digital paintings or whatever they're putting on there, but the front of this packaging is so boring and inspired.
Yeah. What's his name? I did that back art. Yeah, you don't see any of the figures.
Eamon did the back. The back of the package art, which, like I said, it looks great. But the front of it, it's just like,
uninspired.
Yeah,
it's a Happy Meal box.
He looks like Beastman wearing a cosplay, but I mean, Beastman is right.
But it looks like when they get to Beastman in this line, it's not going to be this. Well, I don't know. I guess that could. Well, no, it's got limbs and branches and stuff. And then when we get to the cartoon, Beastman looks different enough that it doesn't look like it's going to be a reuse.
I mean, I think that would be the first time that they wouldn't share bodies, right? Because even though like the Beastman or the Mossman figure for the 2000X line was like a limited, like green flocked release, it was still the Beastman figure. So
yeah, underneath.
Yeah.
The new Origins Grizzlor isn't flocked. It's real hair.
Yeah, it's got the fur.
It's not so much the hair or the material used. It's that flocking is usually so short that there's a not stubble. It's not stubbly. It's I don't know. I can't explain it. It's that's what it is.
Flocked Wookiees from the Christmas special pack. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Yes.
Oh, okay, as long as they had the robes.
Itchy, Chewbacca's dad, Itchy. That's the perfect character to have flocked. You know it. It is.
No, put the robes on so I don't have to touch it. It goes on the shelf, and then maybe. But there are 2 Netflix shows coming out. One for kids, and then Revelation is continuation for the old farts.
Yes, and the new one, the kids one, like pictures of some of those figures leaked as well.
And it's so, I mean, they're coming out with this, right? More adult oriented. But man, the complaints about, that kids line sucks. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself?
I will tell you though, the concept of, I guess, I don't know if it was Battle Armor He-Man or whichever one with the red armor, where he's taking his cues from Battle Cat's armor and stuff like that. I'm not saying that I really like the design aesthetic of how they're handling it overall, but the concept of that is really cool. I actually like that.
I'll have to look that up. I think I just saw a thumbnail or something, and they're big and chunky, right? And kind of 5 point. And I looked at it and thought, well, that's not for me. Moving on.
Well, and here's the thing. It's a cartoon for kids. Mattel is going to want to keep the price point low on those figures to get the buy-in for it, right? So there is going to be articulation, paint, and other things that are sacrificed because that's not what's important. I mean, getting them to get the like hooks in the kids with affordable figures, that's what's important with this right now. So I mean, it just is what it is. As it stands, we've got 2 lines going for the collector, right? With Origins and then Masterverse too. So that's pretty good.
And Origins kind of is a fine line.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, it's definitely. I mean, they're very playable figures, like for kids. I think they're great for that. But I mean, that's got that line's got its hooks in the collector sec now, so they're gonna need to get everything out.
yeah. Plus, there's they pop apart, right? You can swap and flip flop pieces.
Slippity sloppity.
Let's see, what do we got? Skelegod looks good. It's different. It's something that's not ingrained in our brain holes. It's just, it's something new, something different. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see why is.
You know, this is him getting, because he's holding the power sword.
Yeah.
So he's sucking up the Grayskull power.
Yeah.
But Skeletor, there's just again, the head throws it for me.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, that's a pretty super articulated Skeletor body that could be good, you know?
He looks way cooler than the all gold one from the movie.
What?
Which I'm guessing is the same situation. This is the cartoon version of that.
Man, that God Skeletor from the original movie, man, you can't say bad things about that. That's amazing.
I think I skipped that wave, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I didn't need the figures.
It's fun. I don't know. I love that. I love that series, but
I'd like Playmates to run an Origins-like line with Turtles. I love the Ultimates, but the smaller scale would be fun. And yeah, something a little bit more, Playmate style.
Yeah. My thing is that I think Playmates is more interested in just waiting out the new media that's going to happen instead of investing money and resources and trying to. But because here's the thing. If Playmates tries to do anything of consequence that's going to be expensive for them to do with something Turtles that isn't based off of a current media, and that flops at retail, then when it comes down to their cash cow of actual media, new media property coming out, then I think that they're in a harder spot with retailers being like, oh, here's the new Turtles thing. And retailers like, the last Turtles thing bombed. And so, I don't know. I don't know. Playmates and Turtles, it's a weird thing.
But the thing about it, we have other sources for high-end turtle figures.
Oh, yeah.
Playmates is that source for
a lot of those.
Yeah. Playmates is that source for cheaper on the pegs.
Yeah.
Current media type thing.
Yeah. And they're doing some of these retro re-releases right now. I think that's just so that nothing, well, I've got some opinions as to why, but there's nothing that I can prove as far as that goes. But yeah, I don't think you're going to see a lot of effort from them, though. The leaked lists from like the Canadian retailers or whatnot, like Turtles versus Cobra Kai and stuff like that. That's interesting.
Yeah, but who knows what it's going to actually look like.
I'll tell you, I think the way that they would get me with that is if the Turtles were vintage inspired, or they are just actual vintage figures re-released, and the Cobra Kai ones look like the old Karate Kid figures from the 80s, because that would be nuts.
You'd be in.
Yeah, that would be crazy if that's how they did it.
Honestly, I think if Playmates just re-release old figures but with more painted details, they would probably sell well. That's what they've been kind of doing, right? Though.
No,
or just straight re-release,
but without the painted details.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, because I mean, old Playmates line. I mean, there's no arguing how detailed that line was. I mean, there's the sculpts. Some of the sculpts, it's like almost too much with some of the stuff that's going on there, but they just didn't have the paint applications for it, or they didn't do it. So that would be interesting. But if they were to jump into that, though, they need to get Raphael's skin color correct before they go into any more. I don't know what it is with Playmates not being able to match that color when they can get the other three just fine, but the like re-releases of Raphael are so off-putting to me because of the color is so wrong.
It's a brighter green, right?
It's just off. It's not that. It's not like that, you know, classic like Kelly green or something that I would probably describe Raph to have. It's almost got like a. They try to do that, but it got mired by a hint of pastel or toothpaste color or something to it.
I forgot to mention the capes on these, because I was too focused on the bodies. But yeah, just the flat plane behind them.
Yeah,
that cheesecloth looking.
Yeah,
that angle looks okay. That angle looks terrible. I don't know.
Yeah,
the Havoc staff looks cool. Bright white.
Wait, right below there. But we know that Super 7. You may want to be watching on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, are they talking about the van?
Oh, we may talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
It's crazy with all the lost tooling stories we've heard over the years that Playmates can still put out original Turtles after all this time. They're probably still working out of the same factory.
Who knows? Yeah.
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 That though, that's off-putting.
Whoop. I hadn't even noticed.
Yeah. I guess the cape and that upper piece is completely separate from the under harness. And it just kind of floats around. Oh, I didn't notice this either.
That's the staff of that's from one of the early Filmation episodes. Evil Lynn uses it to disguise everybody, and I can't think of what the name of it is right now. But yeah, that's got like its roots in that's got its roots in early Filmation episodes.
I'm betting that they fine-tooth combed the original series, trying to pick out little Easter eggs and everything else to throw into this one.
Yeah. And I know that not just Kevin Smith, but some of like the producer talent and whatnot that's working on this show is very, very, very much into Masters of the Universe. So it's in my opinion, it's in very, very good, the best hands that the property's been in from a media perspective since, you know, maybe ever. So it'll be interesting to see. The proof's going to be in the pudding, but I have high hopes that the show is going to be good. I'm not looking for it to be anything, you know, like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever watched. But I do expect it to be a good continuation of, you know, that particular part of He-Man's mythos.
Right. Because, I mean, I see a lot of people making the 2000X comparison with the animation, and it's there's some stylization.
Yeah.
But it's toned back a little bit. It's
like trying to bring it like in the middle of the two, right?
Yeah. Trying to find a nice balance.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I enjoyed the 2000X cartoon, even if I didn't like the design. So even if some of these designs aren't exactly what I would have picked, if the show's good, the show's good. I'll love it.
See, around that time, I don't remember. I didn't have cable or something, or TV, or I don't know what it was. But if I was somewhere that had Cartoon Network and they were showing Masters of the Universe, it was always the same episode. So I didn't get to watch a lot of 2000X.
I did not see that show. I mean, I think I maybe saw 10 of the episodes while it was on TV because of the reason.
Because it kept re-showing or replaying the same one. I think the episode I kept seeing was something about Stratos, and they were attacking his region, or he was having to defend something. It was his people.
But yeah, I didn't see the whole 2000X show until it came out on DVD or whatever, because it was too hard to try to catch it.
Yeah. Once there was this kid. Demonetized because I sing so good. Speaking of that, I did a Watchmen Rorschach intro for the weekly this week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I used the actual footage from the movie, but I redubbed the lines and I did the sound effects and I got everything in there. And YouTube said, nah, nope. You can't do that because you're using the actual footage.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Because my Rorschach impression is so good that you thought it was the actual movie, or that I'm using the actual. So I had to go back and recut it for the regular Fwoosh channel. I had to cut the toy pictures in, but that's okay. I was happy with it. I'm proud of it.
They made you into human bean juice.
That's right. I whispered, no.
You're stuck in here with me.
I did get comments of, isn't that your Venom and your Ghost Rider voice? I'm like, yes. But don't look too hard into it. But I'm excited about this. I'm going to watch. Actually, I don't have Netflix, but I think we're getting Netflix back for Stranger Things season 4. So maybe I can slip this into.
Don't you have some catching up to do for that, though?
Yeah, maybe 2.5 seasons worth of catching up. Dang it.
But hey, did you see today that NECA just said that, like, the Back to the Future, the 2015 Doc Brown, McGrady from The Thing and whatnot, they're going to be out like next month at Target first.
Father's Day, right? They're having some kind of crazy, and then Walmart's going to have a color version of Frankenstein and Homelander and Starlight from The Boys.
Yeah, I'm going to need that Frankenstein, and I'm going to need Doc and Kurt Russell. It's like, ooh, I need it all.
I think that pretty much confirms that they're doing both black and white and color versions of the Universal monsters. And I think I'm straying towards black and white.
See, I think I'm going the other direction, and the reason why is that in my brain they should be black and white because that's how they were presented, but the color versions fit with the rest of my collection.
Yeah.
I know that's ridiculous, true.
But you got to go with what fits, you know? Yeah. You're going to end up with both.
You stop.
Well, with it being Walmart. Well, I think I read that they're Walmart and Target exclusive for a month.
Yeah, and then Target. Yeah.
NECA's doing starting with Homelander and Starlight.
You know what? I still have not watched that yet. I need to get on that.
I watched some of it, but I've already forgotten what I watched because I didn't finish the season. It's one of those, I don't know. These days, I'm getting to that age where if I watch something new, I have to watch it a few times for it to stick.
Gotcha. Color Gilman. Yeah, Color Gilman. Heck yeah. Because the paint on that would be insane, I would think.
I don't know. That is so. Yeah, I'm down.
Sorceress looks great.
Yeah. Well, it's odd that they stick so classic with a lot of the characters, and then they're doing the Atom Smaller thing, which I liked. Okay, it's not just He-Man in a magenta vest.
Yeah,
that's cool for them to pull that from the 2000X. Teela looks good.
Mossman. Teela looks good. Her face is a little like geometric to me.
What do you think they're? Well, is this directly after the original series, or are they aged a little bit?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Mossman looks fantastic.
Yeah,
but I was surprised how much I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of
next to me.
Mm-hmm. But then we get to here, and Orko is straight up 2000.
Yeah. He's probably my least favorite of the designs pulled over. Teela's interesting here. You know, she's got a new hairdo or something like that. And you know, I don't know. Robots and ponchos always are winners for me.
But again, maybe this is later in the series. You know, Evelyn gets a different. They all get different costumes.
Yeah.
Orko is okay. I don't know. Maybe they won't have him as the silly comic relief as much. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
There's way too many shows to keep up anymore. Way too many.
True. That's true.
See, that's how it should have always been with Adam. By the power of Grayskull, he just pulls his vest off.
Get a tan. Yep,
that's it. Gets a tan a little bit, and his voice goes deeper.
Yeah, but you know, Tila here, she looks a little more serious and like, so I kind of like where that progression might be going, right?
I kind of feel like this, or this may be, hell, they may go into, this is it jumps 10 years into the future, and this is an alternate timeline that they have to stop back during or something, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is after some time has passed.
Yeah.
Judging from this to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks like she's been hitting the gym a little bit too. So
I still like that Evil Lyn design. It's got the headdress, but updated.
Yeah.
The angry nerds are raging over this series. The conspiracy theories are disgusting. I'm ready to watch it, and whatever happens, happens. I'm going to end up liking it probably.
I've gotten pretty good at tuning that stuff out because it's everywhere. It seems like.
Was there something else where Evil Lyn was kind of had to help the good guys at some point?
Yeah, that was 2000X.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I maybe it's an age thing again, but I don't rage over much these days. I'm just, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, there's other stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
I've got the old cartoon in my classics collection, like right here. So if it's not for me, well, I got.
So for you, it's if something comes out and it's downright terrible, it doesn't destroy everything that came before it.
No, I just ignore it.
Yeah, that may be why we get along.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like I'm aware of the 2000X aesthetic that it exists, but I've got. I mean, it doesn't factor into my display. It doesn't live in my head. It's like, you know, okay. I mean, and that's just a He-Man example of it. But I mean, how many bad iterations of like comic book shows have there been, or whatever else? And it's just like, I mean, I haven't seen the G.I. Joe movies at all, but I don't have to. You know, I don't care.
No, her name was Gooder Lyn. Better Lyn? She wasn't actually good, you know, she was just better than evil.
Kinda evil Lyn.
Yeah. She was just kind of not so much evil.
Not so evil Lyn.
Yeah, malevolent. she went by Maleficent. Somebody better check. Softness. They just took the softness off Orko's look. There's a lot of 2000X to that look, right? Not so much jewelry, I think.
Yeah. He's got bare arms now.
Yeah, the new figures are 7-inch scale.
Yeah. Because I believe when they originally said that Masterverse is this line that's going to be coming, Masterverse isn't strictly for Revelations, right? It's supposed to be more like an all-encompassing type of line. So
I don't know why I gave that a clap, but yeah, if wherever they want to go after this, I think the doors are wide open. But does that mean just, you know, straight up classic style, or are they going to take classic and update it somehow?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question. I mean, maybe we could, maybe like a wave would be like, okay, there's a figure that would stand perfectly in a classics collection, but now here is like a character, how he looked in one of the comic books, or the like the modern comic books or something like that, or, you know, let
it go.
Right. And you like how that design is. The figures were never great.
Yeah.
Our articulation and stuff goes, right? So it would actually give you a chance to have more of a collector based figure of that because they had, I mean, they're action features.
Right. Classics 2.0.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's Mattel, so there's no guessing.
It's the shaping staff?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that wasn't Skelegod, though. That was with the regular Skeletor.
Oh, was it? Okay.
These steals already put this show head and shoulders above the OG to me.
That's a long conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you go back there and there's a lot of reused animation and a lot of repetition. And I think that's why I don't go back to a lot of those shows, because pet peeves, flocking, and monotony. And it's just the same thing. It's not the same storyline. It's not the same words. It's not the same dialogue over and over. But you start watching the animation and it's like, wait, he's going to throw this punch. It's going to come around there. He's going to do this run. And yeah. But I haven't went back and watched it in a long time. I'll keep my memories of it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've gone back and watched it, a few times, and I've watched actually She-Ra several times with my oldest, which She-Ra overall I think has turned out to be the better cartoon because it makes sense. They had, they developed more into it. But I mean, I can still watch those and still enjoy them. So, but I grew up with them, so I mean.
It's going to be an interesting experiment going back and watching it, because I've always held off on doing that. I've went back and watched Transformers, and it's essentially the same concept, and I enjoyed that. So why not? I need to do it someday.
What's funny about Masters of the Universe, the cartoon, the original cartoon, I thought maybe it, because I did the same thing with Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ninja Turtles has aged much worse than that. I can make it through the entire run of the Masters of the Universe cartoon, and yeah, there's some clunky things, and it's like, oh, okay, this and that. But with Ninja Turtles, once you get in, like the first season of Ninja Turtles is solid gold. I mean, the storyline is tight, the animation is great. Season 2 holds up pretty well. Once you get past like season 3, though, there are some parts of it that are just pretty much unwatchable.
Yeah. Like they didn't know where they were going.
And they just didn't care.
Yeah. They were making their money.
Yeah.
We were going to watch either way.
Yeah. And it brings back, that was the bad feeling I had about the cartoon when I was a kid. It was that I ended up watching it more for the toy commercials that were on, the Ninja Turtles toy commercials that were on, because it was like these awesome characters, these awesome designs, and they'd show up in the cartoon once and then disappear forever.
Right.
Like, why do you do that to me?
Are you going to get, you're going to get Mondo Gecko?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get this entire line as long as I can find it.
Right.
Yeah.
What your thoughts on Kerma?
That's a really good inclusion. And, it seems to me that when Mondo Gecko and Muckman were originally announced, everybody just assumed that they were going to be a 2-pack together. And I think that might have been the original intent. But then with the skateboard, with Joe Eyeball and all this other stuff, it's like, I could tell, you can understand that it got too expensive. So the addition of Kerma into this and the slime with Muckman and whatnot, they plus them up really well to do quote unquote individual releases as, ultimate editions of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works fine. It's rando to have him in there, but I don't care about that.
Exactly. It's another character for your shelf.
Yeah.
See, yeah. I have no attachment to this, so I'm not hunting this down, but and I don't even know Kerma. I couldn't tell you where or when or how.
Kerma actually has more of a, it makes me wonder if he got put in here to plus up Mondo, because Kerma actually has a connection, I think, with a Chrome Dome episode, if I'm remembering correctly. And we know Chrome Dome's coming later. So I don't know if maybe that was originally intended for those two to maybe be together or something. But Chrome Dome's going to be big enough that he's going to fill out a package all by himself. So...
Did you know J. Michael Straczynski was one of the original writers for Motu?
Yeah, absolutely. I've watched all of like the I've got the still the DVD editions of when they did those really nicely, and all the behind the scenes stuff and whatnot on there. And he's actually got some of the best episodes on there. So
TMNT 03 is a great adaptation of classic comics, but I'd argue 2012 is the best version of the brothers.
I enjoy both of those cartoons a lot, and I tend to. I don't know. I think I've watched the 2003 one more than the 2012, but honestly, I've got no nits to pick with either one of those. I genuinely enjoy both of those cartoons.
Okay, how about this? Explain the mass appeal of Ace Duck and hype over his figure. He only appeared in like a few seconds of the TV. He's not even in the show.
Yeah, so I think it's just a cool. It's a cool like presentation that NECA was able to say, yeah, he was there, so they're pulling him into that. You're right. I mean, it seems almost crazy because no lines or whatever. It was just he's on a TV show in a TV show, and so it's probably one that they could have. If they said that they didn't want to do Ace Duck, then they would have been able to get away with it and this and that. I'll tell you, I'm really excited for Ace because I loved that figure as a kid. I mean, I still love that figure. He was the only character in my world aside from Donatello that was allowed to fly the turtle blimp. So he was an important part, and I'm just glad to be getting an animated version of Ace Duck. I think it's fun, but you're right. It's crazy that they dipped into it, but knowing the people who handle the NECA line, I mean, Trevor, he's the biggest walking encyclopedia of the cartoon that I've ever personally met. So he is going to be able to pull things out and do things that make you go, I can't believe you're doing that. And it's just because he's such a fan and he's got such a deep knowledge of it that I would say that I'd probably have been disappointed if Ace Duck never came out, because if we got way down into the line and they started mining for characters, it's like, it's Ace, he's right there, he was an important vintage figure, let's bring him up. But I think it's great. So but that's just me.
See, Ace Duck, all I remember is the toy. And even that, I don't remember a lot.
I thought the toy was so cool. He was one of those vintage toys that was the perfect balance in the Playmates line, because I'll admit, some of the old toys, they had too much going on. It's like they've got this weird stuff crawling all over them and stuff like that. And to me, that didn't line up in my head right. And that's why I think Ace Duck and Ray Fillet were two of my favorite vintage figures, because they were detailed, they looked great, but they weren't overdone. And yes, Ace Duck and Rocksteady and Bebop's gang, both in mutated and unmutated form. Those are the ultimate Cantina characters, for this line. And I mean, we're getting Scrag too. So that's where they're going with it.
Ground Chuck and Dirtbag were with Kerma.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was kind of leaked, wasn't it, from Target System, that may be a 2-pack that's coming out sooner than later.
Can we skip the cartoon Ray Fillet?
Yes, because that isn't even Ray Fillet as far as I'm concerned. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Is Ray Fillet a fish by some chance?
He is a manta ray.
A manta ray. See, that's beyond my scope. I guess, thinking back, again, I was a teenager about then. So I was there for the initial Turtle hype, the initial cartoons, the initial toys. And then once it got into there, was that about junior high, Tom? And I think toys slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, Ray Fillet is kind of like Chuckles. Only in a line that I was allowed to collect is that I've got a lot of nostalgia and history with that character and that figure itself. I mean, I still have my original vintage one, so the cartoon one was not good at all, but that's okay because the Super 7 one is amazing.
What about characters from the European vacation season of the Turtles? See, I don't even know what that is.
Is that the Red Sky ones? I hated those. So Lord Dragon, all that crap. No, I wasn't into that at all.
I've got a whole complicated head canon, and that's another thing. Interesting looking character, interesting toy. I can find something.
You can make it whatever you can imagine, and that's great.
Yep. I hope we get those Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles from the comics at some point. That's the rumor, right? Hasbro's doing.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd see something during the Power Rangers Fan First Friday, but
I'm it's funny. I don't know anything about Power Rangers, and it's something that I historically was always like, ew. But I've got several of the Lightning Collection figures now because they're cool, and I'll take those Turtles figures if they actually come to pass.
Yeah, if the rumors are true, which they should be.
Yeah.
Here you go. Any ideas what the new Ultimates 80s property Super 7 is going to reveal this summer? Brian said it was a line whose fans feel underappreciated.
So we actually talked about that quite a bit in the new FwooshCast that's going to be going up later this week. He does not reveal what it is, but I promise you, his hype for it is genuine. With it, they're doing a lot for the rollout of it, so it'll be interesting to see. And like I said, maybe a few details you'll get from the FwooshCast. The one thing that I'll comment on is that he said that it's something that people have been trying to do and haven't been able to, and it's something that we don't really have anything else to get for it. So speculate for the next couple of months because it's apparently going to be big.
I'm finally getting Galaxy Rangers. Hell yeah, confirmed.
It's funny. My brain kept going back to either a D&D or cartoon D&D because those are things that I know people have tried and haven't been able to do, and this and that. But I hate it because once your brain gets into like a track with that, you can't think of anything else, and it's probably not that. And I'm just not thinking of something that it may be one of those things that once it's announced, everybody like, oh, duh, that's obvious and that's cool, and you're just not thinking of it.
It's crazy though, and that makes. And now that you say that out loud, with them doing some Hasbro collaboration and Hasbro being so high on Dungeons and Dragons last year, and then nothing. Yeah, that would be a cool situation. I don't like the idea of Turtles as Power Rangers. That's the beautiful thing, though. Somebody else does. They'll bomb. You don't have to bomb. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I would skew more towards the AD&D because I think the designs would just be incredible as Ultimates, but the cartoon ones would be so much fun too.
Yeah. The cartoon. I'd move things out of the way in order to put a cartoon set of Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Yeah. And no, it's not it's not Silverhawks
because that's already been teased, and
there's a lot. We talked a lot about that too, so there's going to be some good info in there.
Maybe Mega Man.
So we talked about that too.
Damn it.
And
did you do some begging?
Yeah, and I'll probably I did.
You have no shame, sir.
No, I don't. And it was right at the very end too. So
Smurfs.
Hell yeah, Smurfs. I love Smurfs.
How about Captain N?
Captain N, well, yeah, you're right there. It would be a legal nightmare, but yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm getting the Mafex Gambit.
Yeah.
If they'd ever release it.
I think I finally got the payment request for the Hush Catwoman.
Yeah. It's in the mail, but I guess something's up with DHL right now because it got picked up, but they said it's next Saturday, which is but again, with things how they are, it doesn't surprise me, but man, gotten slower.
Yeah. Well, I had something that just delivered it. It probably took an extra day or so, but yeah. But this, you've got this turtle picture up here. That's really cool that they're doing this and giving people a way to springboard into the line.
Oh yeah, re-releasing all 4 turtles in one
And,
group.
yeah, and if you look at them, Donatello and Michelangelo are looking pretty production there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look sweet in front of that NECA set too.
I was going to say, yeah, I saw that as
well. Hey man, they posted it, so.
But it's a good set. It's a good backdrop. So, you know.
Yeah. And man, damn it, with these like this, set of 4, one purchase done for the $45 price, which that's the original Ultimates price, right?
Yes, it is.
And them showing this with all the new school heads, and then showing a picture with the old school heads.
No, you gotta have both.
Do you have 2 sets?
I'm strongly considering it.
I know I'm on that fence, and I don't even have a damn Turtles display. But someday I will, and I may want to do both looks.
Well, and that's the thing. It's hard to see. It's like my Ultimates Turtles display is like in front of me, so you can't see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got plenty of space allotted for that line.
No, that's 4 figs, $45 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. For $180, isn't it? From Super 7 site?
Yep.
And when he says his ultimate display is in front of him, it's on the front of the desk like structure that he's sitting at.
Yeah.
The room goes on.
Yeah. We'll have to do a walkthrough.
Yeah. I've noticed on my import DHL orders, they are now going from Japan to Hong Kong and then to the US. My past orders went straight from Japan. Yeah, in like 2 days, right?
Yeah.
I'd get stuff faster from them than I would from you.
It would leave Japan, and then like the next day it's in Cincinnati, and the next day it's at my house.
Because I did an EMS for a while, and I thought that was pretty quick at 4 or 5 days. It'd have to go through customs in Chicago. DHL just skips all that. But I have been hearing people's DHL stuff going through customs. So I don't know if that's a new thing or if something changed or what. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems ridiculous to not thinking about it. It's like, man, I've got to wait 2 more days for that order from Japan to arrive.
I know. I'm so spoiled. Because I'm used to, well, on top of that, and I'm guessing it's, shorter staff or again things going on, but Ami's also been a little bit slower to
ship.
On the turnaround from payment request, or you hear other sites getting it in stock, and then Ami hits you a couple days later, and then they wait a couple of days to ship after you pay.
Yeah. What about Thundercat Super 7 Ultimate? I'm not gonna. Sorry, I know I'm not gonna give it away, but I promise you, there's a lot of good stuff and good news stuff that comes out of that conversation. So yeah.
Yeah, had Golden Week slow them down, but this has been going on for a little bit. And again, it's not me griping. It's just, different. I still get stuff in a week, so I can't complain, Yeah. It's just talking about how things have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you getting the Red Guardian 2-pack? Waiting for mine from BBTS, and the wait is killing me. And they're shipping from somewhere, right? Entertainment Earth shipping theirs right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every Marvel Legends that's been announced this year so far is shipping this week, apparently.
Gosh. The Villains wave that's a little early, right? Wasn't it
August?
Yeah.
And so was Disney Plus. It was announced after. But at the same time, Disney Plus has probably been kind of, you think it's been produced for a little bit?
Maybe so. I mean, if Loki's already shipping, yeah, it would have had to have been.
Yeah. I think because the shows got pushed back, I'm sure they had figures at some point in the process. Oh, some Super 7 Godzilla.
Yeah, so we do talk about Godzilla. I will say that 2022 is really going to be the year for Godzilla.
You said something about Power Rangers too. Okay, so I clicked a little bit of the video. I went through to see if there was any change in the audio and stuff, but Power Rangers coming up too.
Yeah, yeah, lots of stuff coming over the next few months. Super 7 wise. So yeah.
Man, you saying checkbook, it caught me off guard. I'm like, when was the last time I heard somebody use checkbook? But yeah, Disney Plus wave. We talked about Dork Side not getting a couple of them. They got straight cases of the rest of the figures, but people finding that at Walmart and Target, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, how about sucks how those Motu Origins PowerCon stuff is delayed to order 1 week for non-attendees.
I hope so. I mean, the past couple of years it hasn't been, or the past couple of times that there have been PowerCon exclusives. I mean, I have been able to get, or had I wanted to get them, I would have been able to, because yeah, I'm in that spot. I'm not going to PowerCon this year, but I do want to get at least the Castle set and the Duplicate Faker set. I don't know about the other one yet, so hopefully they'll be available.
Yeah. I see all kinds of hype for the Grayskull set.
That would be the one that I would worry about selling out first.
My Miles Morales from Sentinel is shipping from GameStop soon. Hit my checkbook. This is gonna be a thing, isn't it? We're gonna go around. everybody start saying checkbook. But yeah, for some reason I don't remember why I canceled that. I don't know if it was GameStop or something happened. But that's the cheapest place to get it, right? And it looks good.
Yeah. Wait, thirsty for chicken. So are you allowed to share what the Godzilla line is based on? Movies, maybe comics, Hanna-Barbera. You know what? I'll tell you, it sounds like it's going to be all of that. I mean, yeah. Brian Flynn is a huge Godzilla and kaiju fan, and this is like I would say that Godzilla is his big property to be able to make stuff from. So and knowing Super 7's penchant to do some of those more off the beaten path versions and things like that, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah.
Get some Godzuki in there.
Yeah.
Then Marianne, you don't have to worry about me getting into your checkbook.
Marianne.
Once I read a name wrong, it's stuck. That's what I see every time. And I read it wrong the very first time.
Oh, I heard He-Man gets sidelined. That may be.
I kind of like the look of those two. That's another couple of two different King Kongs for NECA's announcements today. That's going to be Target or Walmart.
Yeah, I like both of them, and I already have the first one. It's like, oh, you guys
coming with the little plane and the monsters and stuff. I like the look of the angry one.
That the one that comes with the plane. It's got, I've got this like smallish TV that's on the wall over on this side now. It makes me want to like get that one, have them hold the plane, and kind of hold on to the corner of the TV and kind of its own, display spot.
Oh, any ideas how big the Super 7 Godzilla line will be? I'm guessing with everything Ultimates being in the same package, right?
Yeah, I would say lines as well. I think it's going to cross-pollinate into just about everything that they do as far as, their executions, from reaction to Ultimates to their, bigger scale stuff. I think I would be surprised if it didn't hit all of that stuff, just because, like I said, I think Brian's such a huge Godzilla fan.
But the Ultimates, you think it's going to be able to fit the standard Ultimates package?
I don't know. I guess I'd assume that it would be scaled that way. But
because that's what I did, and I hadn't even thought of that until you asked.
Yeah.
I don't collect Joe's, but Major Blood has to be. Why does your name keep going capitalized and not capitalized? Oh, you're switching YouTube and Twitch, aren't you? Major Blood has to be the ultimate trade bait. I don't know. It seems to be hitting quick, and I'm seeing a lot of people finding it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like he would be. He's even though he's not really out yet, he's almost more available than the other ones, because the other ones were just invisible. I mean, they were never present, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's hitting early in that surprise. I don't know. It's a situation. Hey guys, from Carl over in England. Any news on the Battle of the Planets figures and who was soliciting them?
That was
Storm. Now that you say that,
it was Storm.
Was it Storm?
Yeah.
Have they?
I don't think they said anything else since the original announcement, have they?
Did it go up for pre-order?
Not that I know. I mean, I hope not, because I want those.
Seems like maybe. Well, it was Storm, wasn't it? I'm thinking of a line that got a couple of characters deep, but it was a larger scale. Was that Play Arts Kai? I don't know. Oh, Dan hasn't seen anything else from Storm on Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that, actually. Yeah,
it's kind of not what you expect from Storm, but it's actually kind of perfect for them too. So hopefully, I'm hoping maybe the radio silence or whatever means that they're like working on a bunch of stuff, and it's not going to be just like 2 or 3 things and out.
Storms, I don't know. They seem to focus on. They're hitting too many lines at once, it seems like.
Well, and I mean, right now, Golden Axe, that's my favorite thing that they've got going, and it's kind of like, oh, it's brutal, the pace.
I think Darkstalker's Dimitri just came out.
Oh, did he?
But yeah, who knows if we're going to get anything else. And that's also an odd character to start with that line. You think Darkstalkers, you automatically think
Morgan, right?
Yeah, Morrigan.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, that was the one that, I mean, that's the one that always gets called for. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything since announcement. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's one of those things I hadn't even thought of.
The Golden Axe skeletons are pretty neat.
Think of the infinity. I get it. Aha. It took me a minute. Force from Sentinel.
Oh.
That may be it too.
Yeah.
I'm still without a Sentinel figure, I think. Or have I got something?
I've got Mega Man, and that's it.
Yeah.
From them. Which they did really great with that, and then, not.
Oh, I think I did pre-order the Fighting Armor Deadpool. And I'm afraid if that's good, I'll have to get the Fighting Armor Wolverine and whoever else they make.
Best of luck.
Yeah. But it was Deadpool. I had to give that a shot. If nothing else, I'll have a cool Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. Cool Deadpool. You don't have any of those already, do you?
No, I don't have any. Finally, a decent Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Alone Warriors.
Whoa.
Man.
Krang took a tumble.
Well, that's one of those things. I've seen your desk, or your news desk that you're sitting at right now.
Uh-huh.
It takes quite a bump to knock anything around the edges, right?
It's yeah, and it's kind of a mess right now because all of the stuff that should be behind me is down here now. So
yeah, those fighting armors. It took me a minute, and I've seen that Iron Man may be a little small, but it looks pretty good. The secret 80s property of Super 7 will be Brave Star.
That'd be fun.
Brave Star.
I'm actually more of a Black Star fan just because of its close association to Masters, but I don't think that would be blowing a whole lot of people's heads, It's cool, but I don't think there's a huge demand out there for it. Brave Star's a good one too, though, and yeah, we haven't had anything for that since original.
That's right. We'll talk about that here in a second. Speaking of finally getting that Mando model kit from Bandai, thanks to you, Robo. I didn't do anything. I didn't make it. I just showed it. I've got both of those coming too. It's going to be interesting. It's been a while since put together a Star Wars kit.
I haven't put together one in a long time. I really enjoyed the ones that I've done, but it's like I just need to find time.
Yeah,
I got local stuff I got to put together first.
Well, with Mandalorian stuff, it comes with the spear, comes with the guns, comes with the blasters, comes with the dark saber, and overall, proportionally, it looks better than a lot of the other figures we've gotten. So, yeah, we'll see. But, and it's not 80s, is it? But I'm still waiting for that Hanna-Barbera line. That's my biggie. That's my big want.
That'd be a cool one
from
with
any
like
company
and stuff.
If Robo ever dies and goes to hell, his hell would just be a world where everything is flocked. Everything. You know that commercial where the dude gets in the shower and it's all carpet? It's fucking nightmare. That's insane.
I haven't seen. Well, I don't have TV. Like,
yeah, that's been a few years back, but and I know that's not flocked, but that's another one of those things that if I'm wet, I don't want to be around carpet here right on me, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Has the Beskar spear been in the Black Series? Is it in that deluxe set? No, he's got ingots.
Yeah.
And the tracker and the pram and the rifle and the pistol and the jetpack. No spear. So that's cool.
They'll make you get him again for it. I promise.
That's why I'm getting the model kit, so I don't have to get. So I will eventually buy the same figure with a plastic stick that's painted silver. You know.
But he's got a new hat.
New helmet. What they need to do is actually give us a Din Djarin head that looks like Din Djarin.
Yeah, and not whatever it is.
Yeah. If there's a Hanna-Barbera line, you already have the Mystery Machine. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely some, and that would actually be a fun line to do, because there are like one-offs that they could pull from and whatnot that I'd just be great with. It's like, here's Grape Ape and like here's Penelope Pit Stop.
Well, that, and man, I really want a Thundar set.
Yeah,
really, really do, and that's a topic of discussion on every live stream that I have. I want a Thundar.
You've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, he's been asking for Thundar every time. But it is that's a huge want. How about let's see. How about your thoughts on Happy? Did he freeze? Is he staring at me? He always does that whenever I click off to the other screen. Was there a Din Djarin head under the BS, or did it look like there? I don't know under the standard release. It may be. I don't know. I never peeled the helmet up and off. I'm not a big Looney Tunes guy. Plus, I really want that 1/12 Popeye line. Boss Fight should put that up for pre-order soon, right? Yes, Thundar. Thundar. Are you jumping between Twitch and YouTube too? Looks like George Costanza with his toupee. Oh. Veebs fell completely out. It must be thunderstorming. Oh, yeah, we were talking about, well, we were talking about Mattel for a while, right? That's how much he loves the Mandalorian Jon Favreau figure. I didn't even think about that during the weekly, but in my defense, they showed all these pictures right before I went in to shoot, so I didn't have a lot of time to sit and talk or I just pour over them.
So I kind of ordered this because I want that body to work for Hammerhead.
Yeah? You think it's that big?
It has potential to be wider. I mean, it's not going to be huge, but I still have that head just sitting around. And it's because I want it to be on a Legends body, but not the skinny one.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to stand this on the Mandalorian shelf. I may need a second one, but I don't need that many butterscotch Iron Mans.
You need the you need a headset on him and everything.
Mm-hmm. Then we need a Filoni figure.
With cowboy hat.
What is this bullshit?
That said no one ever.
The better FwooshCaster. I'll go
No
here and get my
ever.
thumb drive again. Oh, I'm convinced that Veeb's internet is fine. He just doesn't like us that much.
Yeah, I take my ball and go home.
I'm out. That Iron Man, yeah, it's very caramel, as we say down here, but it looks like an Iron Man that my granny would pull out of her purse on Sundays, and give to me. That
she whittled herself.
Yeah. This is all the melted butterscotch that's in the bottom of my purse.
You know what?
You're having trouble, bud. Your internet's not liking you today. Wait, what is this? So I can send you a red velvet cake, but the icing fondant is actual velvet material. You get out of here with that evil. A chain smoker's Iron Man. Yeah, it was white about 4 years ago. But now this is what Iron Man looks like. Werther's original, remembers?
That's actually perfect.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to get this set and I'm going to taste that.
You're going to lick it. You can't help it. And yes, again, my old man voice is Bane, just not as raspy. He's not your grandma's Iron Man. No, she kept candy in her purse. It just happened to be shaped like Iron Man this time. Oh, dude, that's another big line. That's another dream line. It's Thundar's, well, okay, today Thundar's first, but Mask. A classified for Mask would be insanely hard to do, I think, especially with vehicles being half the pool for that line. Oh, hey, Robo, have you got your amazing Yamaguchi Bakugo? Interested to hear your thoughts. I did, but people have already warned me about the forearms popping off randomly, and I've been kind of scared to open it. Plus, there's a lot of Marvel Legends stuff coming this week, and I thought, nope, I'm going to put it off for a little bit. What? I love grandmas. Are you back? Nope. He came back and froze. Veeb's doing the freeze frame to troll. I thought you were just staring intently at me. Wait a second. Oh, okay, there you go.
No, it's like really raining now. I can even hear it from down here.
Damn. You're in the basement. Well, you got windows on the other end there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Werther's Iron Man remembers. I'm going to forget the joke by the time this figure comes out.
Pepperidge Farm, Pepper Pots.
Oh my God, it's a whole set.
Pepperidge Pots. But yeah, I mean, that's some. I just watched Iron Man again for the first time in a long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's Happy. I was like, that's kind of weird. Stop spying on me.
Well, the rumor is too. The rumor's been for a while that there's a Stain Ironmonger set coming too. So
that's the original Robo head sculpt.
Yeah. We'll see how that turns out. I'm sure I'm going to hear that joke for a little while. Damn it! Not all bald, bearded guys look the same.
I brought you pizza from New York.
Oreo Mega, yeah, hit me up. And I think I saw your comment from earlier about you sending me something on Instagram. I am terrible about checking my messages. Ask Thirsty for chicken, but yeah, I get to it. It goes a couple of days, and then I do a mass reply type thing. Mate, no, I didn't. I got tired of the Spider-Man back and forth. I'm keeping the figure arts. I don't need any. I don't need them fighting for my attention, especially when they did two Iron Spiders apiece.
Oh man.
Yeah. Because like Figure Arts came out and Mafex said, I'm doing it better. And Figure Arts said, no, okay, here's a version 2.0. We're going to improve it. And here's this. And then Mafex went, back at you. But we're never going to release it. I don't know if it ever came out or not. Either you're going to see Snake Eyes in the theaters. Oh, there he is. I thought you were thinking about it really, really hard.
I don't know. Probably not.
I'll probably go see it. Pepperidge Farms does make one hell of a Milano cookie. That's the kind of content that you come to the FwooshCast for. Talking of Pepperidge Farms. It is opportune that we're getting to the 2-hour mark when you start freezing up.
Yeah, it's like my wife's fiddling with the internet. Like, stop.
Oh yeah.
No.
I remember those days where you have to go to the other room and said, "Get off the TV. I'm trying to do something." Boy, a couple of weeks ago when the tornado took down my electricity, I had to get back onto here to log out of here. I had to do the old lean my phone against the window trick, try to get more data coming in. Yeah, that was nostalgic.
In the worst way.
Yeah. Veebs, I'm driving through a tunnel.
And it's funny that happy picture right there, it's like, I'm driving through a tunnel.
I guess I could have shown the butterscotch Iron Man. I guess this is Midas. And it's always crazy to hear because you see all the comments on the forums of, we want all the versions of Iron Man. And then they give us this version of Iron Man. And they're like, not this version of Iron Man.
Iron Man.
You're like the hardcore fan. Want to bet that Snake Eyes will be talking in the movie? Well, yeah, this is before he's Snake Eyes. I don't know how that works. Again, not a super fan. I think I'm more excited for the movie because I'm not a super fan of G.I. Joe. You know, it's they can do whatever the hell they want. And I'm interested. That's what reboots do. Refreshes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Veebs newscasters on location with just the pic of the correspondent.
You know, there's actually a funny IG account that I follow called like 80s news screens or something like that, and it's hilarious. Like some of the captions and things that they have with something exactly like that. You should check it out because it's funny.
Sea salt caramel Iron Man.
Ooh, now that's delicious.
There, I said caramel like people like it said or whatever. You know, Paladin.
Nub.
Namer.
Namer the Submariner.
Namer the Submariner. Oh yeah, I forgot about Neenoob.
Neenoob.
Damn it, spell it like it's supposed to be spelled. Snake Eyes. We need to have a solo Your Name is Han Solo scene. Actually, are they working on another Solo movie?
I'd love it, or a show. I would love it.
Yeah, I'll be
That
down.
movie got done so dirty because people were pissed off about other things. I like Solo.
Yeah. Is that a late? What was the red thing? What is that part? Oh, okay.
Is that without the missiles out?
I don't know. Well, no, it opens up differently on his forearm. Is that the laser thing that ejects out, or was that in Iron Man 2?
Oh God, I've only seen Iron Man 2 once.
I don't remember this being in the first one, but
Yeah,
it may be.
and I just watched it.
Help me out, chat. Oh yeah, I loved Solo. Felt like an episode of Rebels.
It was just fun. It was fun. Yeah. Star Wars again.
That is, yeah. That is the super red laser he only uses once because it's got a cartridge to it, right? It shoots out. Or was that? Well, he did it in Avengers too, didn't he? Or Shield? I don't remember a Shield in the first movie.
Yeah. That's Shield. What it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yep. Okay. It's weird without the effect.
Oh, is it like just a flat orange kind of plane that kind of?
Yeah.
Nope, it was when he fighting Ironmonger. It was when Ironmonger shot with a minigun. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. I need to go back. So I was talking to somebody on the phone last night talking about his wife wants to go through every Star Wars media in chronological order. Start at the beginning, and then go through, episode 1, 2, 3, or no, 2, Clone Wars, part of Clone Wars, 3, rest of Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Rebels, and then there's Solo and Rogue One in there too. Go through all of that, and then I brought up I'd like to do the Marvel movies like that someday, chronologically.
A long sit.
Yeah, that's a long, long month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think you could do it in a weekend or a week.
Oh, Lord, no. There's a lot of dang Marvel movies now, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and my dad always, whenever we talk about a new one, he was like, who's that? Which one's that? Because he's only seen the Avengers movies and then a couple of singles. So when he got to Infinity War and Endgame, he was like, who the hell are all these people? I was like, you got to watch all these other movies. I ain't watching all those other movies. Well, then.
They make me work too hard to enjoy.
Yeah. They make too many of these. Well, then don't watch Avengers. But I like Avengers.
You just don't understand, Dad.
Come on, man. Cut me some slack. But stop after episode 6 and pretend the last 3 never happened. No, you can't stop after episode 6 because then it's Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And Book of Boba Fett. And, well, not yet, but it's getting there.
That is true.
I like to do that some week with no work, sleep, meals, bathroom. Oh, whoa, no, yeah, it was nice knowing you. Because you will die. We need a Don Cheadle Captain Planet.
Got to bring pollution down to 0.
That's right. What if finally release a month? That comes out after? Oh, has a release month. Is that coming later? Because we have Bad Batch for a little while now, and then it goes into what, Black Widow and Loki?
Well, Bad Batch goes all the way into August, but Black Widow, Loki, and then Black Widow, yeah.
Oh, I thought Bad Batch went to end of June.
No, I think it goes all the way into August.
Oh, IV drip and a bag, whatever.
Colostomy bag.
Yeah, and a bedpan.
Oh God,
that's going extreme. I can see that headline now of somebody doing that while watching all the What are you going to do after this? I'm going to do the Marvel movies now. No. It's taken me several years. Wait, where'd the comment go? It took me 3 months to do Clone Wars. Yeah, it's taken me several years to even. I'm still not done.
Yeah.
I need to do that someday.
I wouldn't watch Rebels until I was done with Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, are you through Rebels?
I finished Clone Wars and then I shotgunned through Rebels because it was so easy. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to turn it off.
And now you're going back to Bad Batch. You've watched them out of order. We've all watched them out of order.
You know what? I am not reading Bad Batch spoilers because I usually first thing in the morning on Friday I watch Bad Batch, but I was lazy this last Friday and I didn't get up early, so I haven't had a chance to get back to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Oh, so you haven't seen the newest episode?
Uh-uh.
Where they all die?
Yeah.
Man, it's sad.
My two dad batch.
But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, when it comes to media, I'm pretty easy to please. I go in with no expectations. If I'm amused and I don't sit on my phone for 30 minutes or an hour, I'm good. You know?
If I like it, I'll watch it. If not, okay, bye.
Yeah. I'll go watch The Mandalorian again.
Mando.
Luke shows up, kills all the robots.
Damn you, spoilers.
What is it? What is it? Oh yeah, I forgot we were looking at toys. I think this should be darker red. That's about it though.
But the first one is like that's that red from his car, right? That they copy. It was bright.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess. But I in the movie, I remember it being like a deeper color.
Okay. Maybe.
I like all the add-ons for rescue. I don't think the heads. She looks all mad right there.
Yeah. Well, there's that other pepper head if you wanted to try to swap it.
Yeah. So now we have all like that's the ponytail.
Yeah.
I think the first figure had it completely out, right?
Down. Yeah, it was just down because it's set way too high. If you tried to put it on the rescue that we already have, the headset way high.
Yeah. I like this. This is what's doing it. I wish it had blasts on it, but
yeah.
And I guess I didn't catch it. I guess I looked at the chest, but apparently the legs are reused, or there's limb parts reused
from
the first Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't actually confirmed that.
Yeah, I haven't.
But I like the look of this face better than the ones we got from the first one that looked like Leslie Knope. It did.
I'm not laughing because it's off. I'm laughing because it's correct.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm down. Well, I don't know. Was this Amazon?
I think so.
Yeah, that weekend, just all those reveals were weird. You know, the timing of them at the end of a Friday, right after a Power Rangers panel.
Yeah. It's like, drink your milkshake.
Oh, I heard you have Power Rangers. I've got to get... Oh, and somebody pointed out that this could just be dirt. I was making a fuss about... This is his chest piece dusting. But without the dusting head, it still looks like after Scarlet Witch kicked his ass, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not as bad, but still, it's kind of a mix of different scenes.
I don't know. It's cool. We're getting every single Thanos that you could possibly imagine at this point. So,
yeah, none of them 100% correct. This is a new bottom piece, though, and a new arm, of course, with the gauntlet. But he's also missing his shoulder pad.
He needs a new arm. He needs his new arm.
Nothing on Monday. Wait. You talking about? Oh, going to have plenty to talk about Monday. We're not even. I didn't even bring the pictures of the stuff that's happened this weekend. Yeah, we're talking about last week. But this, no, not that. This.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
I know you don't do a lot of MCU.
But I think I'll need to get that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, no Marvel Legends. I don't know. Dan posted on our Twitter last night at some point about more to come. You'll be talking about us next week. So shit.
I'm ready for some comic stuff though.
Marvel Monday reveals. Yeah, they're doing a lot of they're doing a lot of catch up from last year too. They couldn't do a lot of MCU live action stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
That is accurate.
Joined the crew of the Flying Dutchman. Now he's
not like Jack Sparrow.
He's doing so many years. It's been a long time since I've seen those movies.
Well, what's his name? He's in that. What's his Eric Selvig? He's Will Turner.
Oh. He is. Yeah. So there's a connection right there.
There you go.
That's really reaching though. Is Selvig even in? Is he in Endgame? Oh, wait. He was in Infinity War. No, that was Ultron, wasn't it? I don't know. They all run. Okay, starting next week, we're going to do watch-alongs for all the Marvel stuff straight through.
God, we'll be here till Bootstrap Bill. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll be here till next year.
Your internet's not going to hold up to that. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I mean, this... I can't remember how much the set is now, but the set is cheaper than one Tamashii Nations figure. So, I mean, yeah, they're not as extravagant because there's a feel. If you blindfold and pick up a SH Figure Arts figure and a Marvel Legends figure, you can tell which one's which.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're photo real. When they hit it, they nail it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think Marvel is the best photo reel that Hasbro's got going right now, and it doesn't have that shininess that some of the other ones seem to have.
Yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars figures I need to hit with some dull coat. Okay, you're moving.
No, I'm
checking on you every now and then. Are you okay, bud? You okay? I swear every time I ask is right when you stop looking at the chat. Well, dang it. The chat's a moving. What MCU character would you like to see remade or for the first time in the Infinity Saga line? Oh, man. They're getting... I want an Agatha.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With the purple, with the purple cool stuff.
Yeah, with her.
And if they are doing Obadiah Stane, then I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We need a good Hawkeye.
Yeah.
We need a good Clint, just in his Hawkeye costume.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sweater version. Vision version. Sweater version of Vision.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd be down for a black and white set.
Oh, yeah.
Like episode 1, episode 2.
And kind of her 50s, 60s. Yeah. Absolutely. Man, that's a good question. Yeah,
when it comes to MCU stuff, I feel like we've gotten a lot of it, but I don't know, especially without looking at my shelves because they're in there. My MCU shelf. I think I'm using. We need a good Captain America head. One that actually right, and I don't know if it's because we stare so longingly and lovingly at Captain America's face, that it's hard to nail, or if he just has one of those faces. But yeah, we need a redo of in-game Cap an Infinity War cap, and we need a first appearance cap.
I'm always up for a Tommy Lee Jones figure. They could do Dum Dum. They haven't done Dum Dum.
Yeah, we don't have the Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
Heimdall in his armor. Oh, and the Warriors 3.
Oh, yeah.
Which one would you want? Would you want the guy from Once Upon a Time or Chuck? and we're oh yeah, Ralph Boner.
We don't have a Robert Redford yet.
Oh, we don't have a. Who was he? Secretary.
Yeah.
Whiplash from Iron Man 2. Do you want the racetrack racetrack look or the armor from the end? Oh man, the SH Figure Arts showed a War Bond Captain America, didn't they? That would have been cool. Secretary, yeah.
Pierce, yeah.
Pierce.
I love that movie. That's like top 5 MCU movie for me still is.
Worthy Cap is pretty perfect. There's some colors to it, and I'd like to, a little bit more damage. Broken Shield, a perfect version. I guess Infinity War Cap is the bigger offender. Yeah, First Avenger or Winter Soldier Cap. Yeah. We need that classic uniform. I don't know. All kinds of Captain Americas.
Scrawny pre-Super Soldier.
Yeah. You know what? You say that, but that's probably my number one scene in all the movies is when Steve jumps on the grenade.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is Captain America right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
First movie, Thor. Soul Gem Red Skull.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun for sure.
Mysterio Ray Park Toad. Do you know what happens to a toad? He's struck by lightning.
Everything happens to everything else.
What bounces off me sticks to you.
What about Aunt May? We got this new Tony Stark right here. Need an Aunt May.
Oh yeah. Aunt May. Like a 3-pack of Aunt Mays. Because we need, the original Spider-Man, or Spider-Man, I say the original, but the Maguire movies, and then work all the way to the newest one.
All the way to Marissa.
Mm-hmm.
When he said an Aunt May, I thought it was like you were going for like awkward interaction with Tony and Pete and Aunt May.
Oh.
Like...
or another Happy.
Yeah.
Fake feet Steve with taxi cab door. Oh yeah, I forgot about the taxi cab door.
Yeah.
Man, that's again. I'm sitting here trying to think of more characters because in-game Rocket with the red bandana.
Yeah,
I'd take that.
Taser face.
Taser.
Oh hell! Then you could get into like Stallone and all those guys.
I thought they were going to do a spinoff with them or something. With the original Guardians crew.
Right. Yeah, it seemed like they certainly teed it up.
I mean, you bring in Stallone and some of those. Who else was it? Most of them were names, right?
Cyrus there.
Miley Cyrus, yeah. The Destroyer. Need a Ned to go with Peter. Yeah, we don't have a Ned, do we?
I see Michael Rooker. Yeah. Actually, the next Michael Rooker I want is trolling Michael Rooker in the Avengers hat when he was like making everybody think that he was in Avengers even after he was dead.
Oh, really? I hadn't seen that.
He did a whole thing on social media where he just kept showing up in like coffee shops and whatnot with the hat on and stuff, and because James Gunn said he's dead, and then he was like trolling everybody, making him think that he was shooting scenes for subsequent movies.
They can do anything with the time travel aspect. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Rosenbaum was one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Man, yeah, they.
Stan Lee.
We don't have John C. Reilly yet.
We don't have who?
Corman Day.
Corman Day.
Yeah.
Who am I not thinking of?
John C. Reilly.
Oh, yeah. And voice of Darth Maul, what's his name? I can't remember his real name, but he's the one with a bunch of a-holes. Did you freeze?
Oh, we don't have Glenn Close either.
Don't have any of the Nova Corps.
Yeah. Yeah, Howard and Cosmo, that's a good 2-pack.
Sam Witwer, Tom Kane. We haven't Adam Warlock. Oh, Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Sarah Finowitz. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Saul.
Bing Rames. Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. Yep, they both were. Yep.
See, that seems like it's just setting up for some kind of.
Ooh, Batroc. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, especially with him coming back.
Yeah. Zaliper.
Whew. 315. What do you say?
That's pretty good. There's a lot, though.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, hell, I don't think I made it through all the Marvel Legends stuff. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the accessories, too.
Yeah. Dang.
See, it's different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it really is.
So different.
8 more hours.
8 more hours? What? No. No. After party. No after party. That's Monday nights.
Party on Monday nights.
Oh, Natsarin says I said Batroc a while ago, but it's all good. Like I said, the chat kind of moves.
Yeah.
Is that what a Shooter was talking about a minute ago? A Stan Lee pack?
Oh, yeah.
Different looks?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I'd be down.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and I would definitely need him as, what's his name, Wooly from Fantastic Four.
We forgot Justin Hammer.
Yeah.
GTA party later. Yeah, I'm down.
What's GTA?
The Grand Theft Auto.
Mario Kart party?
No Mario Kart party. Hammer drones. Yeah, there's still so much stuff to be made in the movies. Plus, with everything coming too.
Yeah.
But
I think they'll be busy for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah, they're not going to run out of stuff to pull from.
Especially with Fantastic Four coming soon-ish.
You hoping for? Well, I mean, yeah, we've already heard rumors of comic or some kind of classic line, but
oh yes,
retro.
I'm ready. Well, I mean, they showed that Johnny. I mean, that's gotta come from that, right?
Oh wow, yeah, that's true too. I even forget about what they've shown. You know,
right?
There's so much stuff. I think I have the same problem with their digital renders it's the same as Star Wars team doing those pipeline reveals. Here's a picture. We're going to make a figure someday. If I don't see it in plastic, it doesn't stick. It
doesn't sit. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And there's so much that it's like, I can be happy about it, that being revealed twice, because I'll forget about it. And then like, oh yeah. And it's like, all right.
that is kind of the upside of them showing so much stuff. It's hard to keep track of. You forget. And then it's Christmas Day again. when it starts getting shipped or actually solicited or whatever.
Yeah.
Rebellions are built on hope. No, we're not streaming GTA. I can't get the cables to work to get my voice and then the other guys' voices through the PlayStation, through the camera, onto here. So it hasn't worked out yet.
Need a producer for this.
Yeah, I need an intern or something. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Done.
Lots of stuff this past week, and as I said, Monday on Patreon, and then Tuesday on the main channel for the Super 7 FwooshCast review. Like I said, if you're into that stuff, there's a lot of information there. So
yeah, y'all ran about an hour and a half, huh?
Yeah, which is great because I think Brian was tired. I mean, it sounds like he's just so busy, so it was great for him to give time.
Yeah, it's shit. We talk about not being able to keep up with stuff, and that's just us looking at pictures and other people's announcements. You know, I can't imagine being in charge of all that shit.
Well, and that's the thing, like when you talk to people like him, they've got to like go back in time to talk about stuff that's just happening, because he mentioned they're planning 2023 right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So in terms of what we don't know, they are so far ahead of the curve. They're thinking in the future. So when you're asking questions about stuff that's coming out in the next couple of months, it's got to be kind of, wait a second, what are we doing? And I wouldn't be able to keep up with it.
All right, then.
You guys did all the talking, and yet I feel like I need a nap.
Oh, well, boring people to sleep.
Oh, well, you are. Well, I do anyway. You're the better FwooshCaster. That's
no, jeez.
And now we must battle. But yeah, this is kind of. I mean, this has become kind of a regular thing, huh?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's.
We need to like you said though, we need to get back and like have a theme coming up to do a face off or something like that. So we'll plan something. Yeah,
and have to come up with pictures and all that stuff, and that way we can make it. And it comes doing it this way, we can have votes on who has the better pick. It's not you just trying to steamroll right over me all the time.
I'll still try.
That's right. Oh, and you know me, I'm just like, well, okay, your pick's pretty good too. Let's go with it.
Come on, you want this one?
What it really comes down to, though, we both come up with a list of characters that we both want that haven't had good figures or any figures yet, so we're both susceptible to agreeing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a face-off, but putting in the vote. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Have everybody round of applause.
I demand validation.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We may have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out, listening to us yak about stuff we already knew about. But it helps me focus too. It helps me because I look at pictures by myself and I think, oh yeah, that's cool, but I don't dig into them until it's a back and forth about it, or somebody else is pointing out their point of view of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's looking at it in a vacuum and actually hearing other thoughts and things about it is helpful.
It helps me remember stuff too, because then I'll be like, oh yeah. Right
on.
But yeah, we'll be back again this time next week, I guess.
Yep.
If you're
be there and be square.
Be there, and is that our new tagline on the way out? Be there,
sci-fi con.
But yeah. Again, I appreciate it. Everybody showing love, chatting back and forth. That's another fun thing about doing the FwooshCast this way. It's not us just back and forth. Everybody's throwing in opinions and point of views, and it's cool.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Yes.
I'll be back tomorrow night. Same channels talking about whatever happened, probably the NECA stuff, more than likely. And then
more Kurt Russell.
More Kurt Russell with beard. It's an amazing, amazing thing.
Yeah.
And
parlay into a Jack Burton too.
and then somebody said this week that AEW is being pushed for basketball or something. I don't know what they're pushing the real sport for, but
is it playoff time or something probably?
So I don't know if we'll be able to do watch-alongs on Dave's channel on Friday, but we may be talking Toys Wednesday night on his channel, so stop by there. But as far as we're concerned, come back next Sunday.
Yeah.
And if if it says Fwoosh, we will catch you there.
Indeed. Like indubitably.
Indubitably.